What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Mike back here with Montgomery Detailing. So today we have a special project to do. Uh, a guy hit me up on Facebook, customer. He was like, "Hey, are you able to buff and polish?" Yeah, I think I can manage that. What do you need done? He wants to do his full car. It's an Audi A6, supercharged though. It's a cool car, man. Very cool car. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. Show you all of the paint corrections going to happen. He's got scratches and some swirls and a little bit of marring. So I'll go ahead and show you that, and then we're going to get started. So here is the Audi. Nice black. Really pretty. Love this thing. He wants to get it cleaned up. I don't know if you can see this on here. Got some dirt on there. It's got some scratches on it. It looks clean. It's got a little bit of rock chips, but there's not much I can do with the rock chip part. But I can get this thing back to her full glory, no doubt about it. For anybody who doesn't believe it is supercharged, it is. It is. It's a nice car, absolutely beautiful. We are gonna make it way better. Way better. Just take a look at it. The wheels. I'm gonna do everything I can. Bring this back. I'm gonna give the paint a lot deeper. So you got some scratching here. Yeah, there's a little bit of scratching in here. It's hard to see on the camera, but yeah, there's some right there. There's some down here on the bumper. Probably see that a little bit better. Yeah, you see the scratches and stuff in the bumper. Got this deep one here. I don't know if I'll be able to get that out. That looks like it's straight down to the primer. But we're going to attempt it. Got some scuffs back here. But yeah, guys, it's another one right here. I don't know if you can see that. So other than that, it's just another basic wash, you know, just a little bit, few extra steps. Got to go and buff and polish the whole thing. So go ahead and give you a side shot here real quick. Try to get the full car in that. All right, sorry I'm terrible with the camera, but it happens. These things look so aggressive. I love the front ends of these. They look so good. But all right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. And yeah, so the first thing is first is, of course, we do the wheels. So what I am going to do today, though, one of the first steps is going to be to completely remove all the wax that is on the car right now, because we're going to put a fresh layer on once we're done with everything. So, and it's all going to be done by hand, so it's going to be a very nice deep shine to this. But let's go ahead and get started. All right, camera setup. Sorry, it's on top of my car right now because I don't have a tripod yet. I am working on that. Okay, so if you see the hoodie, just so you know, I am from Delaware. I'm not from Florida. I moved here about 3 years ago. I've done asphalt, construction work, all kinds of stuff. I've detailed a little bit back home, not a lot, but I've really stepped it up, started practicing, really started getting better, and now I'm doing it full time. So let's go ahead and get to the next step. I want to go ahead and give this car a quick rinse. You want to rinse the whole car down so that way there's no dirt, debris on it, the loose stuff. And then we're going to go ahead and hit it with some clean slate. So go ahead and remove all the wax. We're going to go ahead and also with Mr. Pink. So I also give it a bubble bath all at the same time. So let's get to it. All right, so we've stripped all the wax off. As you can see, it's not as smooth anymore. But it does look really good. Really cleaned up well. Definitely can see better once it's cleaned up and everything like that. But the next step, since I got all the wax stripped off, that's done. Now I'm just gonna let it dry. I know I hand dried it already, but you still see there's a few spots I missed. I need to grab those, but yeah, so I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna clay bar the entire thing. That is the next step. So I will be right back with you guys when I start clay barring. All right, guys, so this is the paint itself. Got that very nice metallic flake in there. Just look at that, it's gorgeous. So I'm just taking a look here, looking around, looking for damages of any sorts, any scratches. Yeah, so you can see the scratches in it. You can kind of see how they swirl. You can see some swirls in there. Definitely have some scratching. This is just the hood. I'm just kind of showing you guys what you got to do. Now I am using my phone. I do have a better light, but I don't have all the time in the world to go get it right now because I kind of forgot it. So, but I can still see everything clearly. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what's going to happen. They're just looking at the paint. Beautiful, beautiful metallic flake in this. So pretty. And watch how this shines when I get done, because you can't really see it on camera right now, but there is tiny scratches all in this hood. So, all right, let's start clay barring. All right, guys, so now we're going to get on to clay barring. Sorry for the camera angle again. I don't have the best things for camera angles right now, but so I got my clay bar. So what I'm using is a medium light combination. This is a kind of a newer car. It's got some, it's got a little bit of rough spots in it here and there, but I want to go ahead and make sure all the contaminants are out of the car. So what you want to do is, if you have a clay bar, you don't want to use the whole thing. Clearly, you do not want to use the whole thing, because as soon as you do, you drop it, you got to throw it away. That's your whole clay bar. So you want to throw off a good piece, knead it into a nice patty. Get it as wide as you want it. Just make sure there's no like holes. My gloves are just sticking to it because this is how good this stuff is. So now we have a patty, as you can see. Good on that. So now what we want to do is get your clay luber, because you have to have clay luber. So what you want to do, feel the paint. You see my hand is I mean, you can't really see it, but I'm just barely gliding it, looking for the rougher spots so I know where I should start. I'd say right around here. So I'm gonna start right here. What I'm gonna do, so what you wanna do is put this in your hand first. Turn your bottle on, that would help. Spray your luber, both sides, make sure it's all in there real nice and good. Now, you wanna mist the car. I'm gonna do like a 2x2 area. Start with your clay luber, and just nice and easy, and across all this stuff out of here. You don't have to put any pressure. If you start putting pressure, you can start messing up the paint. And if it sounds like you're scratching the paint, and you're going soft, you're not scratching the paint. That's just you getting the contaminants out of the paint. So, be generous with the lube, because if you're not generous with it, you really can mess things up. So, I'm doing a cross motion, going up and down, on the side to side. All of this stuff out of here. I'm not putting really any pressure to it. And it might be a little hard to see here, but see if it'll focus. It does have some contaminants on it, so it's not terrible, but that's what I'm talking about. That's stuff you can't see, and that's just this area. So once you're done with that, you want to grab yourself a clean microfiber. Whoops. Grab yourself a clean microfiber towel. Take it and wipe it away. Now it should be pretty much as smooth, no dirt. All should be out of there. 2x2 square. Take your time. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the entire car. There's a clay barring is a very big step, and you have to do this before you polish. I know a lot of people, they try to skip steps, cut corners. You can't do that. You have to clay bar it. Even if the car, it's indoors, it doesn't matter. I would still suggest. All right, guys, finished clay barring the entire front end. Look at that, dude. Look at that. It just brings just brings it back to life so much more. So this is the end of just the front end. I have not done. I've had to fold it a couple times, but yeah, I haven't gotten to the rest of the car, so I still got everything else to do. But front end, from front quarter panel to quarter panel, all the way around, front end's done. So now we just buff and polish here in a little while after I get the rest of it done. So we will be back shortly in time for the polishing. That's going to be fun. All right, guys. I got the whole front of the car clay barred. Now it's time to move on to the actual polishing process. So what I'm using right now I have a green pad. Now, this has some light scratches, but it also has a few deep scratches. So I'm going to try and get all of that out. This is going to be really good for the black. It's going to really bring out this black. It's going to help it. Get rid of these scratches, man. This is the biggest thing. He's got some big deep ones here. He's got some small ones. So this is going to be a good pad for that. I'm going to be using a V36 cutting polish. So what you want to do first and foremost, make sure your pad is dead center with your adapter. You don't want it to throw it off balance or anything. You want to make sure it is as center as possible. What I like to do, if you look, there's a hole. When you have the pad out, put your finger through the hole, touch the bolt that's in the center for the adapter, and then just slide it straight down. So it's a perfect fit every time. You don't have to worry about it. Now, after that's taken care of, now we have to add our polish or our cutting agent, which I don't think I have the thing out of it yet. Let me get that out real fast. Okay, now that I have this opened up, what you want to do, so I have a 5-inch pad. So depending on the size of your pad, depends on how many drops you want to put on it. So since I have a 5-inch pad, I'm going to put 5 drops on it. So what you want to do, spread them out evenly, dime-sized drops. 2, 3. It's a little windy. It's a little bit more than a dime, so I'll just take a little bit of that. Put it over here. There we go. All right, so you have 5 dime-sized drops. Now what you want to do, you want to blotch it on the car. I would suggest working in a 2x2 area just to make it easy on yourself. So yeah, you want to blotch it onto the car. So we're going to start down here. Okay, now that that's on, you're going to turn it on, put it on the first speed, and just work it into the paint. Just work it into the paint first. So I'll put it on here. You don't have to put a whole lot of pressure, just enough to really hold it still and let it work it into the paint and spread it out. All right, now it's all washed onto the car. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead, turn it on, speed setting 1, and just work it into the paint. Spread it out. Okay, then you want to turn it up to the highest setting. And work it in until it turns clear. Once it's clear, you want to grab yourself a microfiber towel and wipe it off. Forgot mine. Mine's over here in the car. All right, get you a clean microfiber and just wipe that stuff right away. Just kind of buff it off. And she is shining. That's all there really is to it. That's the cutting side. Next would be the polishing, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of the car worked on, and then we'll get right back to you. All right, this whole driver's side is done. Sheesh, boy. Get you a little up close and personal with her. Glass. It's the roof. Glass. Let's go. All right, let's get to the last half. I did get to the back already, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you that real fast. Getting clean. All right, so that's about halfway on just the polishing. We still have buffing, or this is the buffing. We still have polishing to do. So now it's on to this side of the car. Let it sit for about 10-15 minutes, and then go ahead and start polishing it up, and she will be all done. Beautiful. All right, she is polished up or buffed. She's not polished just yet. That's the next step. But look at this. Holy cow, man. Holy cow, man. This is pretty much a showroom finish. Pretty much. You already know. Montgomery Detailing at it again. If you need us, just give us a call, text, message on Facebook. Let's get you up on the paint. Turn my light on too. So maybe look at that. Look at that. That flake. Look at the flakes. Yes, sir. Let's go. Now, there is a couple scratches still I haven't gotten out yet. I still need to polish, which I'm pretty sure a lot of these scratches that are able to come out will come out when I polish it. That is the very next step. So let's let this sit for about 5-10 minutes, and then we're going to start polishing. All right, you guys, be right back. All right, guys, this is our final product, buffed and polished. She is looking like an absolute gem. Don't let anybody tell you a small company can't do good work, because I show I have good prices with quality work. So if you're looking for quality work with good prices, not overcharging, good prices, contact Montgomery Detailing of Southwest Florida. Whew. Look at that. Later, y'all.